Hi guys, it's Miss Everett here. Um, I just wanted to jump on and kind of let you know my thought process of why we're backtracking a little bit. So last week you guys were learning about graphing on a coordinate plane, and you guys did a really great job with that. I didn't think you would have any problems with it, so I didn't give you too many extra exercises to do with it. And now we're supposed to move on to graphing inequalities. But I'd like us to just take a step back before doing that and return back to solving for equations. We were doing this a little bit before we left for the break, and I just thought it was important to maybe come back to it because equations and inequalities are both mathematical sentences formed by relating two expressions to each other. So in an equation, the two expressions are always deemed equal, and that's represented by the equal sign, right? We have, 12 plus, or I'm sorry, x plus 12 equals 24. I mean, I just pulled that out of the top of my head. So we could solve for that, and then x would equal 12. However, in an inequality, it kind of shows the inequality of two variables, and that's going to be shown by a greater than sign or a less than sign or a greater than and equal to sign or a less than and equal to sign. So don't worry about that right now. I just kind of want to show you where we're going, and I wanted to explain to you why we're doing equations, because if you can solve for an equation, then you can solve an inequality. So that was my thought process. That's the method behind my madness. I hope you don't feel like we're skipping all over the place, but I really felt like it was important to just kind of take a step back and focus on an equation. And then I found this slide to be particularly confusing, and maybe that's just me, but I thought, hey, if I have questions as a teacher, then my students might too. And so I want to kind of explain this, at least the first one, so you have an idea, and then you can fill out the rest. But I want to draw your attention to the key that's going to be really important. And so we are going to be writing an equation. So the green bar is equal to x, and the red bar is equal to negative x. And then we have the yellow cube, which is 1, and the red cubes, which are equal to negative 1. Okay, so you can think of this as a positive one. We don't typically write a positive sign in front of it, but think of it that way. That might help you with the problem. So in this particular one, in A, we have a bar, so that's our x. Right? And then I'm going to count the number of squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, those are positive, so I'm going to write in, oh goodness, okay, so that would be x plus 4, and then we have two sides of the equation, so I just said earlier that equations are relate to things by an equal sign, so we need to put in our equal sign. And then I'm just going to simply count the blocks on the other side, or cubes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then I would put 11 in here. And now that I have now that I have the equation, I want to find out what the solution is. And we know whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. So we always want to get x on its own. So we're going to want to subtract 4 so that it cancels out and we're just left with x. But if we do that to the left side of the equation, we have to do it to the right side of the equation. And so I would also want to subtract 4 from 11. And if we do that, we should get 7. So our solution is x equals 7. So hopefully that helps you out. And like I said, I know it was a little confusing when I first saw it, and I just thought, you guys might not understand what they're asking either. So I thought I would just go through that first one with you. If you need any help at all, I literally sit at my desk every day for quite some time. So feel free to send me an email, send me a Zoom conference, and yeah, or Google Hangouts. So I am always available whenever you need, okay? All right, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and I miss all of you. But you're doing an amazing job. You guys are doing everything that I've asked of you, and I couldn't be any happier. I'm really, really impressed with how you guys are handling this, and you're doing amazing. Oh, now I'm gonna cry. Miss you guys. Bye.